Sportsmen, especially athletes, have extraordinary talent which makes them distinct from the general public. Superstars in any field of sports behave much differently from common folk and take pride in doing certain odd things which they may consider compulsory for their success and unprecedented achievements. Their practices may include strange things like professionals taking unconventional diets, whereas baseball players resorting to certain unexpected deeds to demonstrate their love for the game. Today we'll explore some of the most peculiar athletes and the weirdest things they do. So make sure you watch till the end and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Lucky Lingerie. Jason Giambi has been an ex-All-Star baseball player. Surprisingly, he used to attribute much of his success to strange lingerie. Whenever Giambi's batting was in a slump and his team was not doing well, he would just rush to the changing room and wear a golden thong. He believed that the golden thong improved his batting game. He used to wear a full baseball uniform, and his team used to be aware of what he was putting on underneath. He had been quite generous with the banana hammock and let his team members use the thong on various occasions. Derek Jeter, the baseball legend, also admitted to wearing the thong once. He claimed that in a game where he was poorly batting 0 for 32, he wore the thong and stunningly he immediately hit a home run and further contributed to the reputation of the underpants as a miracle remedy for a poor game. In 2008, when Jason Giambi parted ways with the Yankees, he gifted his team a spare golden thong. Reportedly, the Yankees continued to use the miraculous golden garment for quite a long time. Post-game grazing. The fun of the Wimbledon Tennis Championship always gets enhanced by the strawberries and cream traditionally sold there. However, it's much different for Novak Djokovic, who's won Wimbledon 6 times over the years. He thinks it's not possible to take dessert unless he finishes greens. As a routine, after every victory, Novak dropped to the court and had eaten a piece of grass off the court. Since his childhood, Novak dreamt to win Wimbledon. He feels obligated to graze grass after winning the tournament to honour his childhood sense of humour and also to remind himself how much progress he's made. This unique ritual is also followed by ex-college football coach Les Miles, who used to taste a blade of grass before every game. This practice is so well known in the industry that he even appeared drinking a grass smoothie in a promo video made for the 2014 college football playoff. Miles used to graze on the LSU Lions field while coaching at the Louisiana State University. Bat lick crazy. The Cuban-born right fielder, ex-LA Dodger Yasiel Puig, likes to lick his lumber between pitches. He's been French kissing his bat for quite a long time. He says that the taste of wood always differs based on his performance in the game. If he plays well, it tastes like ice cream, and if his performance is poor, it tastes like a wooden baseball bat. Puig confided that he resorted to the romantic ritual of rewarding his bat for doing a good job. In 2019, while talking to a group of children, he told them not to follow in his footsteps in this regard. Bully Bruce. Bruce Gardiner was an ice hockey player and liked to play high school bully. Before participating in every game, he used to give his hockey stick a swirly in the toilet. During his rookie season, he shared his frustration with Tom Chorske, who was playing for the Ottawa Senators veterans, that he could only succeed if he was able to take out his frustration on his hockey stick. Chorske advised him to start dunking his stick into a toilet before going for the game. Initially, Bruce was hesitant, but finally he resorted to this practice and started to be more successful on the playing field. Hence, it became his daily ritual. The Chicken Man. Wade Boggs is a baseball player included in the Hall of Fame. He was known to be 50% moustache and 50% chicken. In the early stages, when Wade played in the minor leagues and was paid a relatively low wage, his family mostly depended on a cheap poultry diet. When he became successful and started participating in major leagues, he decided to continue his bird-based diet that was a family tradition. At the peak of his career, Boggs claimed to eat a chicken and a half every day. During his one cross-country flight from Boston to Los Angeles, he claimed to have drank 107 beers, although his teammates claimed it to be 64 beer cans. Health experts believe either number of beer cans was sufficient to kill a man, and therefore the claims seem to be exaggerated. Champions. You'll be flabbergasted to hear that there are some athletes who, instead of going for costly drinks or super diets, have resorted to drinking their urine. Lyoto Machida is a member of Team Tinkle, who's been an ex-UFC champion. He uses a tumbler of the yellow stuff with his daily breakfast. Juan Manuel Marquez, a Mexican boxer, is known to sip from the golden faucet. He drank his urine before the championship fight against Floyd Mayweather Jr. Still, Mayweather managed to defeat him. Machida and Marquez believe that urine is a natural medicine enriched with vitamins, but modern medicine vehemently negates it. However, some athletes continue to indulge in this practice known as urine therapy. Sergio Goycochea, an Argentinian goalkeeper, had a knack for saving penalties. He believed in the lucky ritual of peeing on the pitch before every penalty kick. In 1990 World Cup quarter-final against Yugoslavia, he was forced to crouch down to the ground to water the grass. After Argentina's success in this match, Goycochea repeated this ritual throughout his career. Game, set, and stank. Serena Williams, with her 4 Olympic gold medals and 73 tournament titles, is one of the best tennis players of all times. Her success throughout her career is also believed to depend on a smelly ritual. She wears the same pair of socks for every match without washing them. You can guess that Serena wears the same pair of socks for all 7 matches. According to California Podiatry Medical Association, the average foot excretes half a pint of sweat daily, and socks serve to be the perfect breeding space for pathogenic bacteria that can cause health issues. Soggy uniforms. Back in the 1950s, Minnie Minoso played baseball for Chicago White Sox. Reportedly, his performance was mainly dependent on the cleanliness of his uniform. He also played a blame game, as when he hit 0, he would attribute it to the bad mojo on his uniform. He used to keep his uniform on while taking a shower after the game, as he believed it to wash away the bad vibes. Despite his soggy superstition, the next day his performance showed considerable improvement. It convinced his fellows about the importance of the shower ritual. For the next game, the complete team of White Sox roster took their post-game showers in full uniform. The not-so-human race. In 2003, Paula Radcliffe, a marathon runner, completed the London Marathon in 2 hours 15 minutes and 25 seconds and broke the previous world record. About a month before the marathon, Radcliffe had collided with a cyclist while undergoing training. Her shoulders, knees and jaw were affected. For early recovery, her team suggested an Australian Aborigine treatment that included rubbing oil extracted from an emu's body fat into one's wounds. The oil is full of fatty acids like omega-3, which reduces inflammation and eases muscular pains. Radcliffe also suffered from iron deficiency, which hampered her quick recovery. Therefore, she resorted to eating high-iron ostrich meat. This combination acted as a super tonic for her. Like emu and ostrich, the Asian giant hornet also has miraculous powers. In the 1980s, scientists at the Institute of Physical and Chemical Research in Tokyo discovered that giant hornets can fly 62 miles a day without taking a break. It was attributed to their larvae producing a juice comprising specialized amino acids. Scientists found this substance reduced muscle fatigue and boosted stamina in humans, and also reduced the buildup of lactic acid. Japanese marathon runner Naoko Takahashi, who used this substance, won the gold medal at the 2000 Sydney Olympics. Unwinding. Ex-New York Knicks player Amer Stoudemire used to take a bath in a tub filled with red wine. This may seem a strange habit, but in reality it formed a part of vinotherapy. It entails treatments using various combinations of wine, grape seeds and vines, which contain an antioxidant known as polyphenol and supposedly improves blood circulation, keeps skin smooth, and speeds up the healing process after immense exertions. However, there is no scientific evidence to support these assertions. Amer's favourite vinotherapy costs about $530 for a 30-minute dip. Number 1 fan. Professional athletes are known for brushing their shoulders with rich and powerful personalities, but one particular friendship of NBA legend Dennis Rodman proved to be much more distinct. Turns out he's besties with North Korea's dictator Kim Jong-un. Kim likes launching three-pointers. It turns out that Kim grew up idolizing Dennis Rodman in the Chicago Bulls. In 2013, Kim invited Rodman to North Korea. Dennis and Kim enjoyed singing karaoke and skiing together. Their friendship grew, and on Kim's birthday in 2014, Dennis flew to North Korea with a team of ex-NBA All-Stars and organized a basketball exhibition between the American and North Korean national teams. Rodman trained the North Korean team, which reportedly easily beat the All-Star squad of Americans. Turk's quirks. Turk Wendell was a baseball player who tried to enhance his luck in the game by stuffing numerous superstitions and rituals in his game, which included chewing giant mouthfuls of Black Morris while pitching, leaping over any lines on the field, brushing his teeth in between innings, and wearing a necklace made of the teeth and bones of animals he had hunted. The necklace and Morris chewing were used to comfort him, whereas his other quirks had peculiar motivations. Once playing for the high school, he experienced poor play after crossing the line, so he always avoided crossing the lines. Similarly, during a game he felt a bad taste and brushed his teeth, and then he performed well. Turk followed these acts as a routine rule for his games. The GOAT, literally. The player with 8 gold medals, 3 reigning world records, and the most attractive surname in the world is Usain Bolt, who is most often described as the GOAT, or GOAT, an acronym for the greatest of all times. Sometime before the 2016 Olympics final in Rio de Janeiro, Bolt suffered an injury that might have put him out of action for the whole competition. There came a famous doctor named Hans Wilhelm Müller-Wölfhardt, who was known for his unconventional treatments, which are predominantly based on injections of homeopathic substances, including medicines manufactured from goat's blood and oils extracted from the chest of cockerels. Some of his remedies involve an amino acid called actovegin, which is derived from calf's blood. As per Wölfhardt, actovegin can improve a muscle's intake of fuel and speed up recovery from injury, and also improve performance during sporting. It could just be a placebo effect, but Bolt's injury healed within a few days due to Wölfhardt's treatment. Alternative cheesements. In 2014, soccer player Brede Hungeland has his thigh injured. Felix Magath, manager of Fulham Football Club, decided to avoid physiotherapy and conventional medicine for his injured player. Magath allegedly asked Hungeland that before going to sleep that night he should place an alcohol-soaked block of cheese on his thigh for calling his mum and telling her that he loved her. Magath claimed that his combination would heal him. The next day, Hungeland did not get well and resultantly had to remain out of the entire season. Magath claimed that he was trying to heal the player's injury by using a tested treatment based on a specific soft German cheese called quark. American skier Lindsey Vonn is known to have used quark for healing a leg injury before winning the gold medal at the 2010 Winter Olympics. However, food scientists have not found any basis for using quark as a treatment. Rude Rube Waddle. Rude Rube Waddle, the Baseball Hall of Famer, had been one of the best pitchers of the early 1900s. During the baseball season, twice he disappeared for many days and was just found leading the parade down the main street of Jacksonville and resting an alligator in a lagoon. In 1903, Rube saved a lady from drowning while he was allegedly living in a firehouse. When he played baseball, the opposing teams reportedly used to hold puppies on the sidelines, which caused Rube to go out to the diamond so he could play with them. Whenever a fire truck passed the stadium, he would reportedly chase the truck. Between 1902 and 1907, during every season, Rube also led the league in strikeouts. During this period, he carried out 1,576 strikeouts, while the 6 runners-up only had 1,180 combined. Unfortunately, he died young. In 1912, Hickman, Kentucky's levee broke and caused a devastating flood. Rube stood to save the city, waded through the water, rescued stranded locals, and helped in stacking sandbags to block the breach. His extensive exposure to freezing water caused him to develop pneumonia and tuberculosis. Finally, he died on the 1st of April 1914. Holistic hickeys. These peculiar hickeys on the body of this guy are the result of cupping, which is an ancient Chinese medicine that involves placing glass suction cups on the body and pumping the air out of them. Presently, cupping is used by famous athletes like Anthony Joshua and Michael Phelps. The treatment is used for relieving tension in sore muscles and improving blood flow to damaged body parts. It speeds up the healing process. However, professional scientists don't believe it. The treatment is still categorized as pseudoscience. Which of these rituals, medicines, or superstitions do you think is the craziest? Do tell us in the comments. Stay tuned to our channel for more amazing content and don't forget to subscribe. See you all next time.